is, man, like I personally, right, like I found that taking the shroomies at fucking 3 in the morning is the best way because if I used to fast all day and fucking wait till 11 o'clock at night, take my dose, and then be traveling all night, and then when the morning comes up, a trip is over, but I'll still be up that whole entire day till that night to then go to sleep. So to cut corners, I fucking was like, fuck it, I'll sleep at night, fast, stop eating like at 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then fast the rest of the day, go to sleep, wake up at 3 in the morning, make my tea, and then go back and lay down in the dark and fucking experience the fucking wait for it to happen. So boom, I did that shit the other night. Took 10 grams. I take these 10 grams. I lay my ass down and fucking I'm watching shit like I'm just chilling. You know what I mean? I see the movement in the room, like little things like that and shit. So I'm just analyzing, right? And I got to the point when I trip, I've noticed that if I see something, to not focus on it and not put my attention on it because it'll sometimes dissipate and move and fucking it'll switch, so I kind of play possum and just pretend I'm not seeing it and seeing it out the corner of my eye and just keep still, relax, and just watch the shit unfold. So I'm doing this, and all of a sudden, these entities came, like these fucking. I'm not gonna say that they're alien grays, but they were like alien grays. But they wasn't. They didn't have big heads like fucking like the ones they was drawing and shit. These motherfuckers look more like shadow to kind of like energy beings that were gray, and they were both on my side, one on my left side and one on my right side, and they were standing there like if I was laying on a gurney or something. They were standing on my sides, like behind my head a little bit, but like right next to my shoulders, where I could. And the motherfuckers was cracking jokes, snap fucking a goddamn roastathon all night on the human species and all the stupidity and all the fucking stupid shit we do, and it was making it hilarious, dog. It was hilarious. I was just dying laughing at how they were describing the dumb shit that we do, and then fucking and then when they would like say something, I would think of it, and I would, and when I seen myself the stupid shit we do, it was funny to them seeing my reflections in my brain of thinking of what they're saying, and it was like back and forth, roasting. It was hilarious. So okay, I'm listening to them, and I start noticing on the ceiling on my wall there's a pattern there, boom, and this pattern, I'm seeing this shit wavy like a fucking strange wave net fucking connected to the air. And not only was it on the ceiling, but I could fucking see that there was space between the ceiling structure and me, which is supposedly we call oxygen, but I was seeing it like more like it was an ether. Like we're not even breathing in oxygen. Like it was like ether or whatever the fuck it is, like infinite potential of a grid type shit. So I'm looking at this shit. The little alien dudes, they peeled off. They were just like, they melted off into the background because now I'm looking at this other shit. And all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I peep on the far wall that I have the the cable receiver thing, the fucking Verizon little fucking shit for cable, that little box. And that little box shit got a light source on it that beams onto the wall. So this reflection of light that's beaming up on the wall from this light from this box, because it's black in my room. My windows are black. That was dark, and the only light in there is a stupid little dot coming off that shit. The PlayStation is somewhere in the background. Fucking light is on the other side of the room. It's different. It's like a yellow resting light that is like man. This light from this shit is like a white beam, and I'm looking at this beam up on the wall, and as I see this shit, I start seeing the outline of the light was actually the shadow of a being that was standing there using using that receiver as some type of a fucking way to get into my room, and it was blending into the wall like it was part of the wall. It was pretending like the goddamn predator in the movie Predator. But it looked kind of like an insectoid type of thing, but it was like strange because it was so big that I was only seeing a piece of it that looked kind of insectoid. The rest of it was just part of the grid, like it was folded into the fucking structure, like if I was inside of a snail shell or some shit, and I'm looking at this thing's face. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like still kind of playing coy, like I don't want to scrutinize it. And all of a sudden, it was like a pluck, like a string was plucked in the air, like bling. And it fucking was like, it was like basically let me know somehow in my brain, like stop. Oh shit. My bad. You hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So it kind of basically let me know to stop faking Jackson's. Look at it. Look at me. And I fucking pulled my hoodie off my head and fucking sat up in the bed like, what the fuck? And now I'm looking at the ceiling and that shit turned into a fucking, like a tablet. My whole ceiling turned into a tablet and it was showing me blueprints and schematics on a machine. And I'm looking at this fucking schematic and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm looking at it, scrutinizing it. I was able to flip it and move it and use my eyeballs like a goddamn mouse keyboard thing and fucking switch that shit positions and everything to get a different angle on this projection. And I'm looking at it like, fuck. Like, I don't know if it was a machine to become a ship or if it was a machine to open a portal or what. I just knew it was a mechanical machine blueprint that I'm looking at and it's showing it to me and it wants me to see this shit. So I'm looking at it and in my mind, I'm laughing because I'm like, okay, all right, I don't understand this shit, but okay, I'll look at it. If this is what you want to show me, fine. And in my back, and also you compartmentalize yourself, get deeper and deeper into trips. You learn how to fold yourself into your own mind. Like you get a piece of you that is thinking, that's analyzing, a piece of you that is experiencing, and a piece of you that is just going with the flow.
I agree with
So
that.
I'm over here in my analytical mind thinking about people who have photographic memories and people who never forget shit. If they were in my shoes having this trip, they would have the blueprints to something that looked like the Death Star or the fucking or some shit. Like before, I've seen something similar, but this one was more compact down to like a fucking ship or a gateway or something, dog. So basically, whatever. This is the trip, and there's little few pieces back and forth that I forget that I'm not even. I'm trying to like brush past this intro of what I'm telling you what happened in my trip because it got 100% deeper after these moments. As I'm analyzing this goddamn blueprint, and then all of a sudden, it it changed the blueprint because I started noticing there was more to the air around me than just this blueprint on the wall. And all of a sudden, I got this epiphany from this creature that was stuck to the wall, basically letting me know that life itself is an orchestra. It's like orchestrated. Like everything was a symphony in the room. The symphony of the fucking structures that was around me, the fucking bed that I was on, myself, and everything else around me was like a flow of a fucking song, like a
Yeah.
musical note being played that was an unaudible sound. And I could see the fucking vibration creating everything that was around me
Man.
and how everything was tangible that it could switch up and change at, and I was just holding together what I was seeing because I was being stubborn in my ways of what's a TV, what's a dresser, what's my room, and what's going on around me, and holding on to it. So everything was holding its shape for me. And
Right.
fucking,
Right.
as I'm doing this, and I'm looking at this shit. I'm trying to look at the symphony of the oxygen as I'm breathing, and I felt like I was inside of a toroid. Like I'm a fucking center of a donut, and around me everything was refracted. Like when you put a straw into a cup of water, and it looks like the
Mm-hmm.
straw is bent up into the water, but it's not bent. It's just a fucking refraction. Around me, I seen this fucking refraction of reality bent all around me like a fucking force field, generating this shit. As this shit is happening to me, all of a sudden, bro, this is when the trip switched up on me. I acknowledged all this stuff. I used my fucking mind in an analytical way. I experienced, I let it go. I wasn't trying to control nothing. I have no
Smart.
intent. I just wanted to see what it was showing. All of a sudden, my fucking girl's presence in the room with me. My fucking girl. I feel she's not here with me right now. My girl wasn't with me that night either. My girl was with my mother-in-law and them people trying to take care of my mom and all her other shit. And my girl's going through her own issues with pancreas problems and all this other shit. So my girl's a daily battle with fucking life and death and with the hospital giving us some motherfucking deadlines and all this bullshit. So, anyways, I wasn't able to talk to my girl that night. We talked to like about 7 o'clock. And then she must have fell out because she'd be on medication. So I give my girl space. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to worry her like, yo, what's up? You didn't hit me back. What's up? Where you at? Because I already know her medication puts her in a position that she has to lay down sometimes and she can't even contact me until she gets out of the fucking stupor of that fucking shit that they give her. But we trying to find alternate fucking medications and different things like that to beat the system with this fucking pancreas problem that the doctors got no clue. They're scratching their fucking asses like fucking monkeys. They don't know shit. Anyways, my girl's presence is in the fucking room me now. And all of a sudden, I start getting these mad images of emotional fucking um trying to fucking soothe me and fucking give me examples and different reasons, showing me like all of a sudden my thumb got numb and I felt the electric vibe go all the way from my thumb all the way to my heart. And it started hurting my fucking armpit. And I was like, what the fuck? And I thought about uh stroke. And I was like, get the fuck off me. And I fucking shook my elbow like, get the fuck off my arm. And that shit fucking went away. And then fucking all of a sudden, my girl's sitting there trying to tell me to relax, like, yo, it's okay, like that she moved on, that she's passing away. And I was like, oh fuck no, bitch. Bitch, you better go squeeze back into your fucking body right now, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. I ain't fucking hearing that shit right now. You ain't gonna fucking die on me today. Not fucking today, you ain't. And fucking yo, dude, her spirit was trying to tell me now, like it's okay, it just happens. And all of a sudden, I seen the aliens were still in the background. I was like, fuck all y'all. I don't give a fuck. Why are you here right now? To my girl, like, no, you better go get back into your little, squeeze your ass into your little fucking body, back in your fucking mouth, and get over there. Why the fuck are you here? Dude. And all of a sudden, like I felt like the alien that was observing this fucking interaction with me and my girl started fucking changing around me, dog. And I felt like like a cue for like Mandela effect and all this other shit started happening. I was like, well, I don't give a fuck if they already found her there. If they already know what the fuck happened, I ain't got that call yet. You better switch this shit and make it go back and start over the fuck again because I don't give a fuck. And I was like tight. And fucking dude, all of a sudden the the whole shit fucking also I got the impression that I was able to let go at that moment somehow and transmute my motherfucking astral self out of my body and just peel off my body and go with my girl and walk off and fucking fuck this life and keep it pushing. But I was like, no, fuck no, bitch. You better confirm this shit and get back in your body and text me or something. I ain't hearing that shit. And fucking fam, it got fucking bananas for me, bro. So I literally felt like, dude, and in that moment, everything was cool in the room, everything was cool in the house to that fucking moment when I'm arguing with her, like, get out of here. The coldness went up mad notches. The whole room was like frozen, dog. And I'm like, oh shit, I got up, jumped out of the fucking bed. I ran to my dresser, pulled out John Johns and all kind of shit, started putting my clothes on. Like, I don't give a fuck. You ain't gonna fucking, not like this. Not. You ain't with me right now. I ain't hearing this shit, man. Fuck that. Yo, and I fucking put on my shit, dog. I took my fucking dog and went outside, walked and shit, dog. And it was like, the whole time I had the pressure on my head. Like, I felt like her dissipating and leaving. And then when she finally left, I was like, dog, I fucking made her leave. Go back. And I'm trying to get in contact, like trying to give her texts and shit like, oh, what's up? Good morning. Like trying to act like, cause I can't feed my energy to my girl. Like I have to be a robot most of my time when I'm with her. I can't show her that I'm a fucking afraid, or I can't show her I'm sad, or I can't show her that I could only show her love and support. And you know what I'm saying? And fucking fuck all this. We go by the motherfucking law of attraction shit, man. Like we ain't trying to let nothing bloom by keeping stupid ideas and dwelling on them because they bloom into something else. So I'm over here fucking trying to call my girl, like texting her and shit. And the phones ain't, now the electronics ain't working for me, dog. Nothing is going straight to voicemail. Everything's fucking like ham. And I'm like, okay, whatever, man. I'm calling motherfuckers up. You know what I'm saying? Bawling my eyes out like, yo, bro, my girl's spirit was here, bro. I hope she didn't fucking die because the doctors be fucking with us for a long time over this shit. Now, after the trip is over, comparably of what happened, I fucking got in touch with my girl. My girl's fucking telling me my girl sounds all fucked up on the phone. Like she's like, and I'm like, babe, what's up? Are you okay? What happened last night? Blah, blah, blah. Did you feel anything strange? I didn't give her no hint of what happened to me. She's like, bro, she's like, babe, she's like, I felt mad weak last night. Like I was gonna die. She said, I felt like I couldn't get up off the bed to tell anybody in the house that was something happening. And I just laid down and I said to myself, Fuck it, I'll find out if I'm dead in the morning. And this is the thought process that
Whoa.
goes through her mind. She says she'll find out if she's dead in the morning. And
Wow.
fucking, and that's how she went to sleep at night, dog. And here she comes while I'm tripping. Fucking, everything was a roastathon and funny. I'm looking at blueprints and I'm acknowledging a bunch of shit. And she shows up telling me like it's all good. I'm leaving. Fuck no,
Like,
dog. That was some deep shit that happened to me, bro.
man.
Everything was crisp, 100% clear too. Like the fucking visions, everything was like overlaid over this bullshit ass things that we call. It
That
was
we
fucked
call
up.
reality.
So it's like when we die, it's the same place that we go to when we're on mushrooms or DMT.
I think so, bro. I don't think there's anywhere to go. We just transition, bro. It's always around us, man. We just don't notice it. I don't know. I've noticed that. I can't say what anybody else is gonna see because this shit is all, subjective and shit and what we're able and capable in our thought process and shit like that. But me, I learned a lot of shit through that trip too that I didn't even speak about. Like they showed me about me. Like I fucking have been around people all my life and I'm able to talk to them and through conversation I can see their blueprint of their brain and how the fuck it works and where the fucking hangups lie and why they do things the way they do and the stupidity that lies within the fucking process of all their thoughts. So it's like all my life I've seen this shit in my family and friends and people, and I'm like, okay, I gotta navigate around these motherfuckers dumb shit and fucking, you know what I'm saying, and logically fucking try to do. And it's like my mind, and it also showed me that none of that, none of the fucking logic, none of the fucking math, none of the shit that you think you fucking know matters, nothing. Because this
Nothing.
shit is a fucking song that's being played, bro, around us, and it's just part of a fucking vibrational fucking music symphony that we don't even see.
You
Like
want
this
to,
shit is fucking
if you want to like
strange.
see what it is, like, cause like people was talking about that lady Nancy Dennison. Man, oh my God, bro. Just like a DMT trip, like her fucking near death experience. That shit explains it all, bruh. Like that shit she's saying, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what mushrooms show you. That's what DMT show you. It show you that this shit is like it's not real, like you projecting it here. But it's just hard to believe because we look at things as individuals. That's what you that's what you did when you came here. You signed up to look at it as the individual the character that you are right now, not as you didn't come here to look at it as the creator or what I mean, the infinite being. You came to look at it as this right here. Oh, that's nice. You came in to look at it as this right here. I think that's what it is, man. That shit is fucking crazy, man.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
that's crazy. She came to you like, hey, yeah, I'm out of here. Hey, she knew before she went to
Yeah,
sleep though.
man. Yo, man, that was fucked up about it. It made me sad, and I didn't want to break down on her that she even got to the point in her life that the fucking struggle is that fuck it, I'll find out if I'm dead tomorrow. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like, come
like
on. And I
yeah,
was like, man, we here to enjoy this shit. You're gonna have another day. We're gonna eat out. We're gonna do shit. We're gonna do stuff. Like, fuck all this. Like, you know what I'm saying? We enjoy it day by day. I don't give a fuck. If you got an
all of
hour
that
left
kind of
and the
stuff.
planet's coming, the meteor's coming, we gonna act like nothing's happened. We're gonna wine and dine. Like,
Yeah,
fuck
yeah, that's trippy,
to that
man.
day.
That's trippy, man. That was you had
That
to,
was dope, Ozo.
yeah,
Shit's fucking crazy, fam. It makes me also confirm for me that if the day does come, when it does come, that there's a connection here that I could fucking easily find her ass. You know what I'm saying? She was powerful too when she was in the room, dog. Like I feel like her metamorphosis was crazy. Like we change into a fucking being that is like our body is not even capable. Like we radiate out of our body, dog. Like that's what that whole toroid field is around us. We radiate out of our fucking body, dog. It's just body barely containing us, bro. That's probably why we need sleep at night.
huh.
Man.
Yeah, damn, bro. But yeah, man, that was wow, man.
I'm glad he came on because he was speaking on it in the Discord, but not too much. I was hoping he would speak on it though. That was dope,
Yeah,
Ozo.
Yeah,
yeah,
they
man.
start showing you about you, huh?
Yeah, man. Like another thing too that they showed me too. Like I'm able to dissect myself. Like you can't sit Dr. Phil or motherfucking any psychiatrist in front of me that can't dissect me better than me. Like I'll sit there and tell them like, oh, I'll go right back to my childhood, all the TV shows, connecting the dots to what my mother did and what I seen, why I do shit the way I do it, the moves I make, how I think, what's behind my motherfucking theories of why the fuck I should be the way I am in the streets and what the fuck I should do. Like, dude, I got all that shit mapped out. I got me mapped out. I ain't got no guilt trips about nothing I did. I ain't never did nothing to nobody. I never had it coming. So I ain't got no fucking issues, bro. I ain't got no blockers and nothing stopping me. So it's like, it's something about that, dog, and like being that way and not really being in a state of flow that you ain't. I don't know. I just don't know how to call this shit. I'm just glad we got dudes up in here like King Oz and shit like that, keeping it on the ground, 100%, and fucking, you know what I'm saying, being able to analyze shit from the outside box. You know what I'm saying?
Doubt,
Because
I appreciate you too, man.
Yo, fam, it's crazy because, you know, if it's in because it's good to come to, like, I try to keep myself and split myself in a fucking logical sense. Like, I might as well have been a goddamn Vulcan or some shit that's always trying to be thinking about shit, the way to do shit. Like, it's not, that shit is irrelevant when it comes down to certain things because things are improbable. Like, you can't guess everything, but you can try to make shit like a chessboard and try to look before crossing, try to make sure there ain't no cars coming, shit like that. Like, so. Man, these trips have fucking took me, like, my girl's situation has brought me to psychedelics, and I fucking dove in there to find out more about life and death. And all of a sudden, after all these trips I've had, this is the one that it connected to my girl where she was at and the whole situation that had happened, dog. Like I took that shit at the right time, dog, for my girl to be going to sleep like that, and I wasn't able to call her or you know, stress her because she ain't picking up the phone, and for her to tell me she felt like that and went to sleep, and I feel her presence, dog. It even made her have the chills over some more shit she remembered that she still hasn't even told me. Like she's like doesn't want to talk about it on the phone because it gives her the chills about shit she remembered as she was feeling like that, going out of her body. She's had a lot of out of body experiences already. So this is what drove me to this, because I looked into out of body experiences, and out of body experiences comparably led me to fucking psychedelics because they were comparing the two, and then I started finding, okay, I could induce a fucking out of body experience then, and boom, here I am. You know what I'm saying? This shit is fucking. It's beyond this though. Like it's beyond
anything. I'm gonna keep it G with you, nigga. You gave me chills. Shit. I'm gonna keep it G with you. Listening to the part about your lady, you know, and you was telling her, no, you ain't going nowhere type shit. Like, that's solid, nigga. That's a solid nigga right
went down to my bones, bro. I was vexed. I was vexed about everything in the room. Whatever the fuck is there, was it like I bent everything around me, dog. Like that's how strong it was. Like the motion came over, like everything warped. Like, oh shit. And I was like, fuck that. You better chop and screw this shit back to the beginning.
Said that shit. Woo. I'm like, hell yeah, that's real shit. That's solid nigga shit. Like, nah, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. You ain't leaving.
Yo, I got hot with it too. Like, bitch, hell no, bitch. You better get back over there. Like, I got tight. Like, no.
It's out of love, though. That was love.
Fuck yeah, it's out of love. My girl's a fucking my girl's a giant, dog. My girl's a beast mentally, dog. She'll chop me up, dog, like logically and all that shit. My girl drag me through the fucking mud. If I make a mistake, dog, my girl's part of my goddamn conscience, bro. If I do a mistake, I already know she's gonna flip on me, and not only am I gonna acknowledge the mistake, but she's gonna drag me through the mud and show me all the bumps and bruises and all the shit that I fucking did and drag me through the grass to make sure that I don't do that shit again.
Hey, that's what she's supposed to do, right?
No doubt.
She's supposed to be on your head, nigga.
On my head, bro. On my head. Take my shit back.
That's stuff you experienced it for real. You experienced like, no, I don't give a fuck what realm, what dimension, what store, what colors, nigga. You're not going nowhere.
Nah, man, I thought about that shit, bro. Like, I'm gonna let go right now, and I got my dog in my crib, and I got shit in my crib that is gonna be looking crazy when the cops come find me here, and all this crazy shit looking out fucking. Nah, fuck that. Not today. Not today.